Story number 1.
Am I the asshole for joking that my dad gets a perpetual period in front of friends and family? If I, 19 years old and female, was at a family dinner with my dad, my younger sister, my older sister who was visiting, and one of my dad's friends, along with his wife and son. At one point, my dad started joking with his friend about how lucky he was to have a son because living with women is apparently so difficult. Even though both me and my older sister already moved out for college/work and are barely home now. He started making comments about how women get moody and miserable on their periods and how the whole house atmosphere changes. He was saying it in a joking tone, not screaming or anything, but he says this kind of stuff pretty often. His friend then said he thanks the Lord every day for that. So I replied in basically the same joking tone that honestly, if he had a son exactly like him, it would probably be worse, because he's moody and irritable all the time already, so it's like he's permanently on his period. His friend laughed immediately, and his wife laughed too. Then his wife joked, "Oh, don't laugh, you are like that too." I also pointed out that I honestly don't even think what he says is true. I do sports while on my period. My sisters are both pretty chill too. And most of the time when there was tension at home, it was usually him starting arguments and then blaming it on women hormones if we reacted badly. Anyway, after dinner my dad told me I embarrassed and insulted him in front of his friend. He said it was rude and disrespectful to compare a man to having a period. He also said his friend group takes pride in being masculine/manly, and I made him look weak. I honestly thought we were all joking around equally, and if he can make jokes about women being impossible because of periods, then I don't see why I can't joke back about him acting moody too. Reddit called me the a-hole. But do you agree?
Story number 2.
Am I the asshole for making my coworker cry because I mocked her nose job? I, female, am working long-term in Korea and got hired for a company that consisted of only Koreans. There's this one particular coworker that was really nice to me until I showed her a picture of my boyfriend one day, who's also Korean. From that day onward, she low-key started being a bit snarky towards me. At first, she would comment on the type of food I would eat like, "Wow, you're eating all of that? That's a lot of calories." But as time went on, the comments got nastier and nastier. There was this one time when she asked me if my great-grandparents were Nazis. I'm German-American, but at the time, I didn't realize she was being passive-aggressive and thought she genuinely was concerned about my health and curious about my family history. I only started to realize the shade when she started commenting on my relationship with my boyfriend, talking about how she didn't like how there were so many white girls dating Korean guys nowadays, and basically the typical racist ethnic homogeneity is good crap. At this point, I was just fed up with her and started ignoring her and refusing to look in her general direction. But recently, there was this one incident where she started talking shit about my looks, and in a fit of anger, I told her that at least I didn't need an obvious and terrible nose job to look decent. But I said this way too loudly, and basically everyone on the floor heard my comment. Because everyone was staring in our direction, she started tearing up and crying. To be honest, I knew she was insecure about her nose because since it was a secret that she told me before the beef how she regretted the surgery because it didn't turn out the way she hoped. But because I was so angry and she was dissing my looks, I blurted it out. I told my boyfriend about this, and he said that I was in the right, but the general consensus among my other coworkers was that I shouldn't have had said that personal secret out loud, and instead talk with her privately. Am I the asshole? Everyone is in the wrong in this situation. Do you agree?
Story number 3.
Am I the asshole for telling my family the real reason my mother and I are not attending my sister's wedding? My mom has dementia. She still knows who we are, remembers birthdays and important dates, but in her mind, she is still a 30-year-old. She is on treatment, but because of a stroke, the treatments are not as effective. My sister is getting married this year and invited me to walk her down the aisle. However, she did not want our mom to come because she said traveling is too hard for mom. When I pushed her for real reasons, she finally admitted it was just too hard for her to see mom the way she is now. I told my sister that if mom cannot come, then I am not coming either. She was upset because she wanted me to walk her down the aisle. A month later, it was my aunt's birthday. I called with Mom to sing happy birthday. My aunt mentioned it was a shame Mom could not travel anymore. I corrected her and told her the truth, that my sister simply did not want Mom there because it was too painful for her to see Mom this way. My aunt was shocked and told everyone. Now half the family is not going to the wedding. My sister is furious and says I ruined her wedding. Reddit said I am not the asshole. Do you agree?
Story number 4.
Am I the asshole for taking away my sick mom's access to food delivery? My mom has cancer, and she has been in a nursing home. Due to the cancer, she either cannot eat or wants to eat one specific thing, and the nursing home does not have it. So I hooked her up with my DoorDash account, and she could get the food she thought she could eat when she wanted it. It worked well at first. She would order the food and eat most of it. Sometimes she would get it and realized she could not eat it, and that was fine. But her condition has progressed to where she cannot really use a phone well, and she sleeps all the time. So she will try to order a pizza or something, but click the wrong buttons and get fried chicken or something. She does not have good hand control now, and she also does not really know what she is looking at, so she just randomly taps and checks out. Then she gets food and does not eat it. For the last few weeks, she has been sleeping most of the day. She will wake up, order something on DoorDash, and then go right back to sleep. She will not pick it up herself, and she will not ask any of the staff to get it for her because she just goes right to sleep. The issue is that my card is connected to the DoorDash, so I am spending a lot of money on food that she does not actually want, and she also never receives. On one of my visits, I told her I need to take my card info off her DoorDash. She can either ask me to bring her food or ask me to place an order for delivery for her, and I will contact the staff to try to make sure it at least gets to her. If she eats it or not, at least it is there. She said okay. She has been texting family members that I cut her off from DoorDash, and she is so hungry. I have had some family members call me out on this. I have told them that I am doing the best I can to get her food she will eat, but the food she has been ordering has never made it to her, or it is something she does not want or cannot eat. But multiple family members keep saying that as her child, I need to provide for her when she is sick, and I have been really doing my best, and I am pushed beyond my limits. I just cannot afford it if she will not or cannot eat it. Am I the asshole for cutting off my sick mother from getting food delivered to her nursing home? Reddit said I'm not the asshole. Do you agree with that? Subscribe to my channel and like this video for more stories. Bye.